Hey guys, it's Jack from cruisecasinomafia.com. So the last few videos you've heard my voice is completely shot. I don't know if it's because I've been doing so many videos. I've been on the phone with my other business stuff and just communicating with a lot of the people that I talk to on a regular basis regarding strategies and money management. But my voice is pretty shot. Hopefully this weekend I can drink a lot of tea and get back to doing a little bit better. That's for sure. I don't feel bad. It's just my voice. So, it's funny. The basic question that I get asked a lot from people that are not actively involved in the casino stuff, that are kind of on the fringe. Maybe they take a cruise once in a while, or they've been to Vegas maybe once or twice, or they have a local casino. They ask the question, can anybody really win? Okay, can anybody really win? And I think that's a intelligent question for somebody that hasn't really been around this stuff for a while. And the funny thing is, they don't ask that question when they follow what the world tells you to do and stick your money into a mutual fund or a 401k. They don't ever ask that question. They don't ever say, well, I'm making these contributions to my 401k because my employer told me everybody does that. Do they ever ask the question, can I actually make money with this? What is the rate of return over years? Most people don't even ask that question because they're programmed that that's the right thing to do. That somehow magically over time that they're going to make money in Wall Street or the stock market. But they're also programmed that when they walk into a casino, they should be ready to lose their money. Like it's just an automatic, like they should lose their money. And if you think about it, it's kind of the only place that you're told that that's the mentality that you're supposed to have. Do you walk into a mall with that mentality? Do you walk in and say, I have $300 in my wallet and I'm supposed to spend the $300 whether I actually find something that I want? Whether actually if I came here to buy something or not? No, of course not. Do you go to a restaurant and say that you have $300 in your wallet, so you're going to make sure that every penny that you have in your wallet is spent on food that you can't eat or desserts that you don't want? I don't think so. But somehow the casino has created this psychological ability that tells you that you are supposed to leave your money there. You're supposed to leave your money there. And it's pretty brilliant from a marketing point of view. It's absolutely brilliant. It really is. I mean, think about it. If you have a credit card and your credit limit, let's say your credit limit is $10,000. It's kind of funny to think about the fact that if someone told you that now that you have that credit card, you're supposed to spend all of that money every single month because that's why you have the credit card, you would laugh and you'd say, that's ridiculous. Nobody would ever tell me that. But that's basically what your mentality is, or what many people's mentality is when they walk into a casino. So the question is, can you make money in the casino on a cruise ship or a brick and mortar casino near your house or on a vacation or on the internet? And the answer is maybe. Maybe. If you decide that you want to change the rhetoric, if you decide that you're going to look at every single game that you play and analyze it and understand the math behind it and the rules and the way the game is played, you got to start there. You can't beat something. You can't win at something if you don't understand the rules. I don't care if you're playing football and you're coaching, or soccer, or poker, or the game of Risk, or Uno. If you don't understand the rules of the game, you have zero chance of winning. Now, the casino has made it more difficult with some games that even if you do understand all the rules and even the math behind the game, they have manipulated things beyond just understanding the rules and understanding the math. They've gone way beyond that. So that the edge that's created inherently in the game was not enough. They want to make more money, which makes winning those games even more difficult. Does that mean that you cannot win, that you cannot walk out with a profit? It does not mean that. It means that you have to spend more time. You're the football coach. Every few years in the NFL, some boy genius comes along and creates some new format, some new way, some wrinkle when it comes to offensive play calling. The defensive coaches are caught off guard, and sometimes they're able to react within the same season to figure out what to do to combat against that new offensive play. But many times, it takes a while before they can isolate determining what the play is, spotting it before it's run, and then figuring out a defense to counteract it. You know, we've had the Wildcat offense, right? We've had run and gun, run and shoot. We've had all kinds of things that have emerged in football over the years. But slowly but surely, many of these have finally been figured out so that a defense can be generated to potentially make that powerhouse offense not work as well as it did before. So if you translate that into the casino, you have to understand the game that's being played and the math. Some of the games, in my opinion, like roulette, like blackjack, and definitely craps, the rules don't really change for the most part. I know some casinos have a 0 in Europe, and most of our casinos have the 2 zeros. That's not really a game change, because you know that if you're playing on a 00 wheel, the math is the math, and you know exactly what it is. They didn't change the math in the 00 game. They changed the game. It's a different game, okay? Blackjack and Baccarat, the games have actually been manipulated. So what makes a winning hand in baccarat, what makes a winning hand in blackjack has not changed. And I'm not talking about the side bets. I'm talking about the main game, okay? But what happened was, in the 60s, there was a guy by the name of Thorpe and other people that were smart enough to do what I just said. They understood the math, the amount of cards. Back then, it was probably 6 decks. I think most of these shoes were 6 decks or less, okay? And they analyzed the math, and they figured out that at certain times during the shoe, they had an advantage when they counted the amount of 10s and things like that, right? Card counting. And for a number of years, they were able to win millions of dollars under the radar for the most part. So they put the casino on defensive, right? In baccarat, for a number of years, there were groups of players that also figured out ways to capitalize on compounding their bets because of the streaks that were inherently happening naturally from dealing the game of baccarat. There's other things there too, okay? So the casino was put on the defensive, and they answered the call. But there was a small window where people were able to make millions of dollars from baccarat and blackjack. But after a number of years, they came up with the defense. They didn't change the rules of the game. What they did was change other things that affected basically their ability to take your money. In blackjack, they added more decks, so it became more difficult to count cards. They implemented methods of watching the blackjack tables to be able to spot all of the things that were happening that would indicate that you were an advantage player and that you were counting cards, or that you were using a team of people to subvert their efforts to stop you from counting cards. Okay? Interesting. In baccarat, they've used very different methods. Very different methods. They've used technology. And they've used other psychological means of beating you. This little chat is not going to go into detail on that. But I'll just tell you that baccarat, as we've discussed in other videos, almost every casino in North America uses technology, the shuffle machines. And by the way, they're not shuffling anything. They're sorting. They're pre-sorting the decks. Pre-sorting, not randomly shuffling. So even the casinos, where they throw the cards on the table and they move them around a little bit, watch what they do. You're not playing the deck that they just hand shuffled. They throw them out, shuffle them, and stick them into that little thing on the table, right? And then they pull out a different deck And that's the deck that they're now playing with. Not the deck that you just saw them hand shuffle. It doesn't work that way. Pure psychology. The deck that you're playing against is not randomly shuffled. It's exactly the opposite. It's pre-sorted in such a way, using computer analysis, that the type of shoes that people used to get when they played Baccarat no longer are the means or the norm. The players that could figure out when they needed to put their money out there that a streak was probably going to continue, it's completely random now. Well, it's not random. It's sorted so that certain things don't happen over and over again. Patterns, the amount of streaks that take place on average in a shoe, how long those streaks last. No one's telling you that streaks don't happen in Baccarat anymore. But if you clearly go buy the Zuma book on eBay or Amazon, which was done like in the 80s, before all this nonsense, go look at the shoes in that book and tell me that on average, those shoes look anything like the modern day shoes. They do not. So the moral of the story is, you have to know the game. Do people still make money playing blackjack and baccarat? They do. But there are still games like roulette, at least at the moment. For the last few years, Vegas and other places are introducing now even a worse form of roulette, which is the 3 zeros now, or the 000. It's a nightmare. If you're playing games on the 000 roulette wheel, you're basically saying to the casino, I want you to have my money. I want you to have my money in the long run. Anybody can make a bet and win one bet and win for the night even. But in the long run, the 000 roulette is a nightmare. It's up to you if you want to play it. I'm not telling anybody what to do. The only game, in my opinion, in the casino that hasn't changed yet is craps. They're still using 2 dice, not 3, not 4. And the odds of making a 7 versus the other numbers hasn't changed. The math is still the same. Have they tried to push people from the historical version of craps to other forms of craps? Yes. Crapsless craps. They're attempting to tell you that they're giving you all these extra numbers, the 2, the 3, the 11, and the 12, can now be point numbers. But when the casino is giving you something, you better look at it real closely. You better look at it closely. They're giving you extra numbers that could be points. But those crapsless craps tables have completely taken away your ability to be on the same side as them. They took away the don't pass and the don't come bets and the lay bets. I wonder why. I wonder why. Can these games still be beaten? You need to make your own decision on that. But at cruisecasinomafia.com, we're the football coach. Sometimes we're on offense, and sometimes we're on defense. We're on defense a lot more lately than we were than we used to be because of the problems with the baccarat. Okay, I don't really play blackjack, but you better believe if you watch blackjack videos from people that know what the hell they're talking about, they've been on defense for a long time. Because if you're winning, they kick you right out. Right out. You're done. That's about as big on defense as you can get if you can't even play the game. But baccarat, there are videos. A lot of people are bringing up Mickey Mays. And my buddy Donnie, right? You guys know Donnie, right? He's been around a long time. Has put up a lot of videos in the last month or so with little snippets of parts of Mickey Mays interviews. And they're interesting, right? They're interesting. But you've got to ask yourself, where is the substance, right? Where's the substance? I think it's interesting to hear from people like Mickey and other people that allegedly beat different games. I'm always curious, right? That's what I do here. I listen to everything. But you're not getting a lot of meat because those type of people like Mickey want to sell, allegedly, will sell their holy grail, they found the answer business for millions of dollars, right? So you're not getting any training. You're not getting any legitimate answers from them. So sometimes I question the benefit of that. I don't know. I'm not telling you not to listen to Mickey Mays. I mean, that's for sure. I think it's entertaining. I definitely do. But what you're getting out of those videos is the same thing that I teach people all the time. Money management. Number one, how to manage your money, how to have a game plan, how to combat what they're trying to do to you from a psychological point of view. But he's not giving you strategy. He's not giving you bet selection because that's his holy grail, right? So there are things to gain there, but you're not getting the whole story. So that leaves you with having to answer the question that we posed at the beginning of the video, which is, can you win? Yes. Yes, you can win. But it takes time. It takes evaluation of concepts. It takes practicing. And it takes a lot of data and statistics. The first thing that happens when people join cruisecasinomafia.com many times is that they will rush in, and we have over 400 strategies and videos and PDFs and all kinds of stuff. And they focus in and they find this first method. And they've only played the game a few times to begin with, some people. And they rush out and they try to play that method immediately for money. And they make an instant statement. It worked, it didn't work. I made 20 units, I lost 20 units, whatever it is. And that's the story. That's the story. There's no evaluation. There's no understanding of statistics. There's no understanding that what you just did was the tiniest sampling of all. You have to do the practice, the evaluation of systems and strategies and money management, and gain such a confidence level after doing a tremendous amount of evaluation, what we used to call paper trading in the stock market, right? You are not going to be able to evaluate anything from watching a 15-minute video. My channel or anybody else's. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You have to put in the time and the effort. If you're willing to learn and have a great time and a fun time doing it, I don't think it's work. I love doing it. And if you're willing to evaluate all different types of systems and narrow them down, and then evaluate all different types of money managements and narrow them down. And when you have things that you decide you want to put in your toolbox, you still have to come up with a bankroll and a game plan for what you're going to do with your wins and your losses, how you're going to grow your bankroll. There's no shortcut. If you're looking to spend a few $100s from some whack job on eBay that's going to sell you his latest holy grail system of the week, and believe me, I get those emails. I get them. You're just blowing your money. You're blowing your money. If you're going to give money to a person that has already been targeted as a snake oil salesman, that simply creates crazy names for patterns, the jackrabbit this and the turtle that and the whatever this and the whatever that, to make them sound like something new, and then give you some wacky martingale, because that's the only way they can win, is if you're willing to go out 12 bets and blow your bankroll. That's on you. That's on you. But if you want someone that doesn't have an ego, I am not the guru. I don't have Mickey Mays' secret formula. I don't have it. What I have is what is available when you test and test and test and evaluate and continue to play live and continue to work at it. And that's what I've been doing for over 25 years. That's what I have. No magic. No magic. I have things that you will learn, that all the members learn, that I put out on a silver platter. And we continue to show you new ideas and concepts on a regular basis. But it's still up to you. I may love a concept and play it all the time. And you may test it and test it and test it, and it doesn't work for you. It doesn't quite jive with what you're looking for. Maybe it's too conservative. Maybe it's too complicated. Maybe it's too simple. That's why I don't sell you a holy grail one-time single system. That's going to be the last system that you ever need until next week when I have the next one. Get off the merry-go-round, people. Get off the merry-go-round. You need a library of concepts, of ideas, of money management concepts. And you need to evaluate them. Whether I'm super excited about something, and I've been super excited about a lot of things, or whether I'm kind of on the fence, but there's something there that I need to show you. I'm not quite sure about it, but something is there. And I do that all the time too. No ego. I love what I do. I am not the creator of all the systems and strategies and concepts that we give to our people, because that's not who I am. I'm the guy that searches for years and puts together the things that are working, maybe working, or maybe new and innovative that someone else has put out there that has merit. I don't need a legacy. I don't need to go down as the guy that broke anything. I don't care. I simply want to be the guy that shows people what I think has merit. And then you work it and tweak it and work with us to figure out where we're going with that concept. I bring you what I think is a great idea or a great concept. And sometimes I'm able to give you things that work, and continue to work. And other times, they're ideas and they're sparks. And we're not quite there yet. If that makes sense to you, then maybe you stop the merry-go-round. You stop the get-rich schemes. Stop buying the next eBay program, Amazon scam, drop shipping, Holy Grail option trading deal, whatever it may be. And maybe you look at us. Maybe you look at us. Whatever it is, I enjoy doing what I do and working with the community, the amazing community of people that I have, and the pro players that are surrounding us, that I talk to basically every day. If you want to be part of that, you can join us if you want. Go to cruisecasinomafia.com. Use the promo code MAFIA and the number 50. Join us. Join the conversation. And you can do it right now for less money than it's going to be, because I still have the same introductory price and the $50 off coupon there. Because we're in the process of creating the new website. And at that point, it's over. The price is going to go up because it's costing us more money to do what we do. And there's going to be a lot of new things coming in 2025. Seminars, workshops, live events, all kinds of stuff that are only going to be available to members. So it's up to you. At the same time, I love being able to talk to you guys publicly. So help me by liking the video. Subscribe to the channel. We give away an amazing amount of interesting stuff here for free. So at the very least, you want to do that. And it's an adventure. It's a journey. I love this journey. I don't think I'm ever going to get off this journey. Even if you gave me the Holy Grail Mickey Maze situation, I think I'd probably still enjoy what I do. It doesn't matter if that made me millions of dollars. I'd probably still enjoy what I do, because it's the journey that I love. It's the testing, it's the evaluation, it's the seeing unique concepts and ideas. It's not just the end result. Even though that's why I do this, I enjoy getting there. I always have. If you're that person, then come on in. If you want to close your eyes and find a get-rich scheme, go buy another one of those drop shipping things on Amazon. How to make millions of dollars selling the same plate or whatever it may be on Amazon that 5,000 other people are selling. Go join the options trading course that's going to give you the Holy Grail indicator. That's going to tell you when to get in and out. That's 85% accurate. Congratulations. If that's what you want to do, do it. I've been there. I'm not making fun of anybody. I really am not. I've done worse things than you could possibly imagine. I have spent more money years ago on trading stuff, technology, courses, than any of you possibly can imagine. So when I say those things, I don't mean to be obnoxious about it. I really don't. I've done them. I've done every one of them and worse. So I've been there. And it's not fun. But today is a new day, right? I don't buy that stuff anymore. I haven't for years. I still see the commercials and I'm still fascinated. But the little light bulb goes off and says, oh no, not again. If you're at that stage, then it's time to finally start the next step in your journey to wherever you want to be. That's it for this video. Have a great day, and hopefully I can speak with you personally real soon. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye-bye.